Hey guys, I am Tarot by Lex, and today I will be doing a collective reading for the full moon. So let's get a full moon collective reading. Full moon collective reading. What's going on for the collective during this full moon? What's going on for the collective during this full moon? What's going on for the collective during this full moon? Alright. Okay, let's make sense of this. So I feel like, especially with everything that's happening with the planets, we've just gone into a new year. Happy New Year, by the way. I feel like there's been a period of reflecting on how you make others feel, how others make you feel, what your standards are, what your boundaries are, what you're accepting, what you're not accepting, especially if you're of a certain age and you are like growing and learning. You're not even age, because age doesn't really mean anything, but like once you get older you just start to see things differently. Like I saw things differently when I was a teenager than when I did in my late teens, than what I did in my early 20s, and now I'm in my mid 20s. So I just see things differently, but great. Anyways, so you're kind of healing and dealing with your emotions and trying to heal from emotional trauma, whether or not that's dealing with rejection, dealing with insecurities, dealing with not expressing yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like feeling rejected. I don't like that's pretty much most of them, really. I mean, obviously not, but it all stems from that. But yeah. So, anyways, you are dealing with healing your emotions and coming from a place where you know what you want, know what you don't want, and you know how you want people to treat you. And I feel like you're now going forward, you're starting something, and I feel like you still are going back and forth on whether or not you should start something new or whether or not this is a new start for you. It's a new path if you want to go down the old path. But I just definitely see you just leaving old toxic ways and old toxic patterns behind. And I feel like you're coming out of a stage of like stressing over things, and I feel like you're leaving the cycle, the old repeated cycle, to have a new fresh beginning, a new start, whether or not it's with someone else completely new, or whether it's with yourself again, just looking at life from another point of view, like being whole, you know what I mean? Like feeling healed. Not everything is revolved around the secondary person. I was actually going to take myself on a date today, but I really couldn't bother. But it's good to start doing things for yourself. Yeah. And I'm not sad and lonely. I can go on dates. Three of Cups and everything is fine. And I feel like there's been situations where you've either been in third party situations or you didn't really feel very important and you just kind of pretended everything was fine rather than saying, no, this is not acceptable. I don't want to deal with this. And I feel like you're coming out of that stage. You're healing emotionally. You're dealing with what is acceptable to you and saying no. And there's nothing wrong with saying no. Like sometimes but some sort of like communication is rushing in, whether or not it is communication to apologize, whether or not it is communication for what, but there is some sort of communication. What kind of communication is coming in? Someone that's quite stubborn, that wants a passionate beginning. I feel like they may be stubborn, or they may have like a one-track mind, and that one-track mind is you, if that makes sense. So it just means they'll do kind of anything to get with you in a good way. And I just see you guys just being strong and resilient and holding your stance and not settling for anything less than what you deserve, if that makes sense. Just really, let me get some advice actually. Get some advice before I change decks. And I also got a new deck for Christmas, so I'm going to use that. It's really good. They're so cool. They are so cool. I'll show them. Can I get some advice for the collective? Some advice for the collective. Some advice. Some advice for the collective. Some advice for the collective. Some advice for the collective. A situation that was unjust is coming to an end, either because you made a decision or someone made a decision, but a final decision was made, and your intuition was used, or someone used their intuition. But the advice basically is, leave situations that are unjust, make clear and cut decisions. Don't hold too much. Use your intuition and keep your emotions open and available. Don't close yourself off. You've worked so hard to be emotionally stable and emotionally available. And what also came out was the Hermit and the Knight of Pentacles and the Temperance. So whatever you're doing, you are going to be guided. You're definitely guided. And I feel like you've gone into like a hermit stage. That's why I'm saying, like, I'm stressing, keep your emotions open, because even when you go into the hermit stage, there is someone coming with a stable offer. And it looks like it's spiritually led. You'll be guided. It'll feel right. Like maybe you asked like for a sign, or you prayed, or you meditated on it. Like you'll know when you know. Like there'll be like a certain thing you ask for, and it will just come. And you'll just know what to do, if that makes sense. Whether or not it's a job offer or a romantic offer, but it will be a stable offer that comes in. But make sure you use your intuition and don't close yourself off emotionally. Leave situations that feel unjust and stick to making clear-cut decisions, and make sure when you've made a decision, you stick to your decision. You made that decision for a reason, and your intuition won't lie to you. Your anxieties will lie to you, but your intuition won't lie to you. So this is the deck I got. It's called Moonology Manifestation Oracle Cards. It is so cool. It comes with a book and everything. But yeah. So, let's see. Can I get some messages for can I get a card for the collective? Message for the collective. A message for the collective. A message for the collective. Message for the collective. One card, please. Message for the collective. Message for the collective. What do we need to be manifesting? Way too many cards. Sorry, way too many cards. What does the collective need to be manifesting during this full moon? To manifest during this full moon. What does the collective need to manifest? Alright, perfect. Card. So, two. Okay, fine. We have embrace. So we have the full moon in Gemini. Embrace the flow of life. Look how beautiful these cards are. And we have the new moon in Taurus. Know your worth. So already, without even having to read the explanations, I just feel with the full moon in Gemini, embracing the full moon of life, the flow of life is just kind of going with the flow. And I say that a lot, and a lot of people in my actual life don't like when I say that. A lot of other people, a few people, like 3 people have said it to me, and it's so hard because I'm that type of person that I just take things how I come. I'm a control freak, so when it comes to my actions, I control everything to a T, but I can't control other people, so it's hard. It's hard, trust me. But yeah, so it's kind of just going with the flow and just letting life kind of guide you. I think as well for me, like I have a bit of masculine energy, especially when it comes to like my Venus, it's in Aries, so like it's quite dominant. And I have to learn when it comes to the role of like romance to take a step back and not be so dominating. So yeah. So it's like going with the flow. Again, control freak, so it's hard. But yeah, all right, let me read what it says about new moon, full moon in Gemini. And we have the new moon in Taurus, knowing your worth and sticking by it and standing by it, like knowing your worth and not settling for anything less. Why would you settle for anything less when you're amazing? You know? Alright, so full moon in Gemini. Have you been fast talking lately, or is someone trying to fast talk you? Your best bet could simply be to keep quiet for a while. That's where the Hermit card came into play. You or somebody else in this situation needs some space. Taking a moment out to constantly carry on will allow you to see what's going on. There's a tug of war between worrying about all the details of how to solve your issue and taking a moment to get some more perspective, get life flow. Gratitude will help. It's time to change your mind about something or someone. Manifesting balance. Strike between talking rings around people and seeing what they have to teach you. Manifesting mindset. It's important to accept where you are so you can move to where you want to be. I agree with that. I do agree with that. And I do feel like sometimes taking a break, retreating from a situation and going into hermit stage, going into hermit mode to gather your emotions and to make sure you go about it the best way possible before you make moves. Awesome. Alright, new moon in Taurus. So you're on the right track, but you need to go steadily. Knowing your worthy of your desires is crucial here. Opportunities open up to you when you believe in yourself. Dig deep and move past negative comments from others. No matter what happened in the past, you're aiming to manifest something for the good of everyone concerned. You can do it. Good self-esteem will boost your manifesting powers, so love yourself more. Know your own worth, and others will too. Be true to your values. Your manifesting focus. This card is especially a good sign for matters related to property, possessions, sensuality, love, self-belief, and self-worth. Manifesting mindset. Acknowledge and make a list of your best traits. If you find that hard to do, ask a friend to tell you what's great about you. So I hope that helped, like especially with making sure you know your worth and just sticking with it. I thought that's basically what it would be. And it just means I'm not settling for anything less than people acknowledging what I bring to the table and taking a step back from situations and just assessing if they are the right thing to do or if they're not the right thing to do. But they were the perfect cards to end it on. But please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Tell me below how it resonates. I hope it does resonate for you because it sounds like a good message. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Bye!